out of here, Taylor Swift, you beautiful goddess. Go! Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I am doing another Taylor Swift video. I am going to be giving my full ranking of the Folklore album and then reacting to what my initial ranking was. So if you've been with the channel for a little while, you'll know that when Folklore originally came out, I made my own ranking of all the songs. Like, I made the ranking like a couple days after the album had come out. So it was purely my first reaction, like first impressions of the album. And so now I want to make another list now that I have had the album for what? It's been out since what, July? So like, math. 9 months later. And if you guys didn't notice, I am wearing my Taylor Swift cardigan. I just got this from my mom. Shout out, Mom. It was a Christmas present and it is my favorite thing in the entire world. I wear it constantly. It's so comfortable and cozy and like cute. It has like the star patches like in this song. I did like an unboxing try-on video on my TikTok, so if you guys want to check that out, head to my TikTok. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to go song by song through my list and talk about why I placed them where I put them, and then after that we're going to react to my old first impressions list. So let's just get started. Okay, so starting off at number 17, I have My Tears Ricochet. Now this is a song that I'm pretty positive was at the bottom of my list last time I ranked Folklore, and it's nothing against the song. Again, all of these songs are amazing and beautiful and could win awards like on their own. They're all amazing. Something has to be at the bottom, and for me it's My Tears Ricochet, and a big reason for that is it's just a song I never go to listen to, if that makes sense. Like when I pull up my Spotify, I'm never like, I'm gonna listen to My Tears Ricochet. I think this might upset some people because I think there are some people in the fandom that My Tears Ricochet is like their top song. Like, and I get it. It's a good song. I really, really like the bridge of this song. When it like comes on, when I have the album on shuffle, I skip it a lot. So that's why it's at the bottom. Sorry. Number 16 is The One. Now this is a song I think maybe moved down quite a bit, if I remember my old list correctly, which I don't really, but I think it moved down quite a bit, and it's similar reasons for My Tears Ricochet. I just don't tend to listen to it very much, or I tend to skip it if I have the album on shuffle or whatever. Yeah, it's a really good song. I'm not gonna lie, like I like singing it. It's just not my favorite. Okay, coming in at number 15, I'm sorry in advance, Faith, but I have Peace at number 15. This is another song similar to My Tears Ricochet that I know a lot of people like love this song. Like it's their favorite off the album, and it is a really good song, but again, it's just one I never find myself wanting to listen to necessarily. It's just kind of there for me. I don't connect to it really. I love the message of it though. Like in my opinion, my interpretation of the song is it's her like talking through how she's insecure, that she in her relationship it's always under a microscope, and that she could never give Joe, her boyfriend, like peace because it's just always they're always going to be scrutinized. There's always going to be people watching them, and that's just something that like comes along with being with her. And I like the song, but it's at number 15. I'm sorry. Please don't attack me. Okay, coming in at number 14, I have Hoax. Hoax is so beautiful. It is such a beautiful, beautiful song. Like her soft, like falsetto, is that the right word? Harmonies, like so good. It's also a really sad song. So maybe that's why I don't listen to it as much, but I really like Hoax, but I just like other songs more. That's just gonna be like all of my bottom tier to songs. I'm just like, I like it. It's just like other ones more. Coming in at number 13, I have Invisible String, and I really have like grown to like this song a little more. It's just such a happy song, and it makes me happy for her. Like, it's very lovey-dovey. It's very catchy, gets stuck in my head a lot, like especially the part where it's like, bad was the blood on the tongue, on the tongue, on the trip to LA. You made a mistake for dinner. You know what I mean? On Spotify, I have like a bunch of different playlists. I'm somebody that just likes to make like a playlist for every feeling, every occasion, every time of year. And I just made a like romance type playlist, and I had to put Invisible String on there because I feel like it's like the quintessential I'm in love sort of song, and I really like that. Okay, coming in at number 12, we have The Last Great American Dynasty. Wow, okay, so this song, I know, like, off my first impressions, I really, really liked it because it's just like, it's probably the most upbeat song on the album. You know, it like has a faster tempo and stuff, and I think initially I really, really liked that, but now, like 9 months later, I go to folklore for when I want to like be in my feels, and so when The Last Great American Dynasty comes up, sometimes I'm like, no, I can't be in that happy mood right now. I can't do that right now. So that's why I think it has dropped down for me. Yeah, this song has a really good bridge. Genius, beautiful, love it. Okay, coming in at number 11, I have Mad Woman, and this is another one I think that dropped down a lot for me off of my original list, and it's nothing against the song. Again, I just happen to like other songs more, but it's still such a good song. Of course, I love the feminism, badass woman vibes that this song gives off. I added it to I have like a feminism vibes playlist on Spotify that I added it to because it's very much that type of beat. It makes me feel angry and empowered and fired up, and I just want to punch Scooter motherfucker in the head. But yeah, I think it dropped down on my list maybe because, okay, the only way I know how to like compare it is, so off of Lover she has The Man, and then on Folklore she has Mad Woman, and if I were given the choice, I would typically go to listen to The Man if I was feeling that way, rather than listening to Mad Woman. Okay, coming in at number 10, I have Mirrorball. Now, I think I said this originally when I made this video the first time around, that I don't think a lot of people like Mirrorball. I think a lot of people would actually put it towards the bottom of their list, but I really like Mirrorball, not even necessarily for the lyrics or anything, but I just like what am I trying to say? I like the music. I like the beat. I like the vibe it gives off. It gives me very much like I'm at prom, high school night vibes, and I love it for that. And then I love when she goes, oh, and then it has a really good bridge too. I feel like the bridge for this song is underrated, when she goes, that bridge is definitely underrated. I honestly think the song is underrated. I think people kind of write it off because it is a little bit of a slower tempo and the lyrics kind of all mesh together almost. But I kind of like that about it, so that's why it's at number 10 for me. Okay, at number 9, I have Epiphany, and whoa, I can't express how like beautiful I really do think it is. And the only reason it is now so low on my list is because I just don't listen to it that often, because it is like so sad and it's slower. I just don't find myself like going to listen to it, but I still had to put it decently high on my list because it's such a beautiful song. It's one of those songs that makes you go like, oh my god, Taylor Swift is a genius. She's a genius. The comparison of her grandfather going to war and the hardships that came with that, and comparing that to now the hardships that so many medical workers have gone through on the front lines of this pandemic. Like, I remember when I first listened to this song, I cried like hard, and so that's like, I don't listen to it that often because I'm like, whoo, emotions. The line that always gets me, like I literally could get choked up just like listening to it now 9 months later, it's when she says, so So yeah, Epiphany is at number 9. I will not hear any Epiphany slander. I just won't, okay? It's a beautiful song and it deserves recognition. Okay, coming in at number 8, I have Betty. Again, I think this might upset some people just because Betty is such a favorite off of the album, and I love Betty, don't get me wrong, but it's just, again, I like other songs better than it. I just don't love the, like, not the message behind it, but like the story of it, in a sense that like it's just this stupid guy, James, who cheated on his girlfriend and then she's just supposed to take him back? Like, no, simply no. So I think that kind of taints it in my mind a little bit, but I mean, you can't beat those harmonicas. You really can't. The song is amazing and you can't deny that it is like one of the catchiest songs on the album. It's so good. That's such a good song. Okay, at number 7, I have This Is Me Trying. Now, this song grew on me very, very late. Like, I would say almost even just a couple months ago, maybe even less than that. This song really started to grow on me. So this song, like, the message of it was never really clear for me, I don't think, until watching Taylor Swift's Folklore Disney Plus movie thing, where she described about how the lyrics are about somebody that's like struggling with addiction and mental health and stuff, and then that really put the song in perspective to me, and I really started to listen to the lyrics more closely, and I was like, oh, okay, and now it, like, I feel like has such a bigger impact on me. It makes me like feel a lot more. It's just so sad. Like, literally the line in the beginning where she says, drove my car to look out, could have followed my fears all the way down, or something like that. That's so sad. And it never clicked in my brain for some reason when I was listening to it initially. So yeah, I really like this song. It has grown on me a lot and I listen to it a lot more now. Okay, coming in at number 6, we have The Lakes. Now, The Lakes I did not react to the first time I made this video because it wasn't out yet on digital, but it's so good. Like, wow. It's insane. I'm so glad that it made it on the album as like a bonus track because it's so good. Like, it makes me feel like a fairy princess almost. Like, it's so ethereal and beautiful and wonderful. The lyric writing in The Lakes is insane. Like, hold on, let me pull up the lyrics. I mean, right off the bat in the first line, she's saying, all my elegies eulogize me. Like, okay, vocabulary. Those Windermere Peaks look like a perfect place to cry. Girl. I want auroras and sad prose. I want to watch wisteria grow. Girl really opened up her thesaurus and said, oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Like, yeah, so I love The Lakes. I think it's a beautiful song. I think a lot of people are in like agreement that is like one of her most beautifully written songs. It's just incredible. It's incredible. And that's why it jumped up the list when I first heard it. I was like, okay, so now we have entered my top 5, and interestingly, my top 5, I kind of was like almost informed by my Spotify account what should be my top 5, because my top 5 most listened to songs were off of this album for 2020, and so I was like, okay, if these are my most listened to songs, these are probably my top songs. And I did a little bit of switching around, I think, from the order that was on my Spotify in terms of how much I listened to them. So coming in at number 5, I have August. I love this song so much. Like, it's like weirdly simultaneously happy and so sad at the same time, because the song itself, like the music and the tempo and stuff, makes it sound like it's supposed to be a happy song almost, you know, like you know what I mean? Like, it's a happy sounding to me and is very summer. Like, this is a summer song for sure. But then you listen closely to the lyrics and she's talking about how she had this limited amount of time with this person that she loved, and they ultimately ended up choosing somebody else. And, you know, like they were never truly hers. It's so sad. And so it's like, perfect for me, I feel like, because I like to be in my feels, you know? This is like a situation I've never been in, and so I can like pretend to be in my feels about it, and it's great. It's wonderful. The bridge of this song, like she goes, such a good bridge. Oh my god. Like I sometimes I literally rewind the song just so that I can listen to that bridge again because it's so good. And then after that, you get the part of the song where she's like, do you remember? Like, that is such a fun, upbeat sort of thing, but then it's like coupled with this sad meaning. It's so good. I love August. I listen to August all the time, especially if it's sunny. Ugh, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, coming in at number 4 is Illicit Affairs. And I remember distinctly when folklore first came out, a lot of people were talking about how they loved Illicit Affairs. And at first, like, I liked it, but it wasn't necessarily one of my favorites. And then slowly over time, this was one of those songs that I had it on repeat because it is so good. The bridge of it, unreal. Are you kidding me? Don't call me kid, don't call me baby. Look at this idiotic fool that you made me. You taught me a secret language I can't speak with anyone else. Again, with her vocabulary, Illicit Affairs. Who else is out here writing songs called Illicit Affairs? Get out of here, Taylor Swift, you beautiful goddess. Okay, coming in at number 3, I have 7. So unexpectedly grew on me so much, like out of nowhere, and it just became one of my favorite songs. Like, I listen to 7 all the time. I think it's so beautiful and like cute, and oh my god, there's literally a part in the song where she goes, and I've been meaning to tell you, I think your house is haunted, your daddy is always mad, and that must be why, and I think you should come live with me and we could be pirates, then you don't have to cry. That part of the song is my favorite. For some reason, that line, I just love it so much. Just like picturing these like little kids just trying to ignore like the scary stuff going on in their houses, like the sad stuff that goes on in their houses, like parents fighting and stuff. It's just like trying to escape into like a fantasy world just to like block it out and stuff. It's such a beautiful song, and again, like fits kind of like, I feel like sunny weather. I don't know why, I just kind of like picture it with sunny weather, but I love this song so much. I literally listen to it all the time. It's beautiful and wonderful and amazing. So coming in at number 2, I have Exile. Exile was originally my favorite song off the album, so it only just got bumped down a little bit. I still think it is quite possibly the most beautiful song I've ever heard in like just my life. The vocals of Taylor and Bon Iver, their vocals together, unreal. Like, unreal. Like, if I went to the gates of heaven, it would be their vocals together. The lyrics and just the back and forth of the duet, the way the song is structured is amazing. It's so amazing. I love it so much. I listen to Exile again all the time. The bridge, I know I keep saying this, but Taylor Swift is like notorious for her bridges, and they're all amazing, but like the bridge of this song, so step right out, there is no amount of crying I can do for you. It's hard to do both parts myself, but you get the idea. I'm so serious when I say I think Exile might be the most beautiful song ever written. It's like a perfect song. It's a perfect song. There, I said it. It's a perfect song. I could talk about Exile for forever, so I'm gonna cut this short, but you get the idea. Okay, and coming in at number 1 is Cardigan. I can't even speak because I love this song so much. Like, I'm wearing my cardigan right now. It brings me so much joy. This song, I don't know what it is, but it fuels a fire within me. Like, when this song comes on, I'm like, oh, hold up, I'm having my moment. Vintage tea, brand new phone, high heels on, cobblestones. When you were young, they assumed you knew nothing. I think my interpretation of the mood of this song is very different than most people's. So it's from the perspective of Betty, right? Taylor has said this before. This fictional character of Betty. And it's kind of her talking about like her relationship and where she's at now emotionally and stuff, and kind of wanting that back, like wanting that love back. But the way, I don't know, the mood I get from it is very like angry, kind of like a subdued anger, like trying to hold yourself back with that anger, because it kind of just builds and builds and builds, in my opinion, until you get to the bridge and she's like, the vintage cars and downtown bars was all I needed. You drew stars around my scars and now I'm bleeding. And then it really like picks up, in my opinion, like the anger goes through and she's like, I knew you, stepping on the last day, ride me like a person. I knew you, tried to change the ending, Peter is Wendy. I knew you, leaving like a father, running like water. When you're young, they assume you know nothing. You get the point. In my opinion, it's just like a very angry mood, and so when the song comes on, I just like get into it, and I'm like, you knew, man, you knew, and I knew, and Cardigan, and Peter losing Wendy, and you running like a father, and I love it so much. It's probably honestly in my like top 5 songs just in general. So yeah, that is my completed list of folklore, my current ranking. I'm sure even over time it will change again. So let's react to what my original ranking was. I'm kind of scared. Okay, so I just went to my old video and screenshotted what my original list is. So let's take a look at it. I'll put it on the screen here. Wait, this is crazy. So Exile's at number 1, which totally valid, past Megan. Love that for you. It's an amazing song. It's probably objectively the best on the album, so I agree with that. But Not Me having Epiphany, Mad Woman, and The Last Great American Dynasty over Cardigan. Like, look at these two lists. Like, look how far down Epiphany, Mad Woman, The Last Great American Dynasty are on my list now. And for them to be above Cardigan on my original listen, which is now like one of my favorite songs of all time, is crazy. I have the 1 so high. Why in the world do I have the 1 at 8? I have to remember this was my first impressions. Like, I did not know these songs like at all. Like, this was, I've only listened to them like a couple times through, but wow, that's crazy to me. I have 7 at 11. The 7 slander that I did in this video. And illicit affair. I knew I had illicit affairs in 7 like lower on my list originally, but not me putting illicit affairs at number 12. I have This Is Me Trying low, which again, that made sense for me at the time because I just didn't really understand the song. I do have My Tears Ricochet at the bottom, like I do now. Peace is still low, sorry. And then of course I didn't listen to the Lakes in this original video. It's just so jarring to me to see Epiphany, Mad Woman, and The Last Great American Dynasty above Cardigan. Like, that's truly, I think, one of the most jarring things about these two lists compared. Okay, my list, I guess, changed way more than I recall. Mirrorball is at number 10 on both lists, which is interesting. I had Betty at number 7 originally, and now I have it at number 8. So, changed slightly, but with the Lakes added, that could be like pretty much the same, so that's interesting. Same thing with August. August I had at number 6 originally, and now it's at number 5, so those I guess stayed pretty similar for me. So yeah, once again, that is my final ranking of folklore. Let me know in the comments down below what your ranking is, if you agree or disagree with mine. I'm sure you disagree in some way. And yeah, like and subscribe. Look out for another video next week, and have a good summer. Bye! Genius, beautiful, love it.